because before we used plates, and they're the same plates that they used to have the film in, but it had something called the digital phosphor in it, and we used to have to spin it up in this machine that looks like a printer. But yeah, it's click and it's there.
Yeah, it's 100-year-old technology.
Yeah, yeah.
How old is that that unit that's been upgraded?
1988.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you consider this a collaborative process between you two?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's we spend like 4 to 6 hours in the X-ray lab just shooting X-rays and coming up with compositions that we think will work, and just trying different objects and stuff. Then we filter through them after, because there's just so many exposures that you can't sit there and look at them. So we pick through them after and see if there's anything that strikes us, and from there, we collaborate on color on some of the pieces, and other ones, we just end up working on separately, and come up with a surprise, and show the other one what we have, and basically do a critique from there.
So each of you are capable of doing a piece completely on your own? Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite pieces you've produced?
I'm fond of the lobster and that black and white conch. I think those are the top two for me that still, the other ones still strike me, but you look at them every day and it's like, okay, but I think those two are two of the most fascinating ones for me.
Oh, I see. All right, they're both right here.
Yes.
What do you like about it so much? Let's start with the lobster one.
Well, it's an icon of New England for one. Everybody around here seems like they're pretty much fascinated with lobsters. I don't think any of us have never come into contact with one, and it's just very, very alien looking. And to be able to look at a lobster from the outside and see what's inside them, most people, the only time they see the inside of a lobster is when they're eating them. And he's I don't know. I think he's just very fascinating. It's just very very alien and bug-like at the same time, and I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. He's just very.
That was a pretty good description.
Yeah, there's just so much about him.
Tell me about your choice of colors for it.
Well, so basically, whenever somebody sees a lobster, they associate the color red with a lobster. Even though when they come out of the ocean, they're like a green-blue color. So that's why I went with like the reds and the warm colors, and using some yellow in there for a bit of highlight and contrast. And we've also done a blue lobster with the same sort of a foundation. But yeah, we wanted something that's just really bright, and basically goes through most of the warm spectrum. Pretty much every warm color is in there, so
Was that lobster alive when you scanned it?
No, we
Was it
don't.
cooked?
He would have
Yes.
felt still that
We
long.
don't we don't work on live subjects
Okay.
usually,
One
so
of each.
yeah, I feel bad radiating the
I'm
sea
sorry,
bug.
too.
And this was one of your original pieces, and it still holds a lot to you. Why is that? Is that because it was one of the first, or?
Yeah, it's one of the first, and it's it's just striking to really look at it up close, and to be able to see each individual ridge that the conch put it together. You can really get an understanding of how it's put together piece by piece, and how fractals appear in nature, and looking at it from like a photography standpoint, like black and white, it just has so many perfectly smooth gradients through it, and like she says, it feels kind of like, it seems like it would feel silky. It's just very soft and flowing, like it's like a draping piece of fabric.